What's up, everybody? White Rhino Outdoors. Got my bear dog there. I just picked this machine up today. It's a CFORCE CF Moto Overlander 2023. Seems to be a real nice machine. Paint on it, it's supposed to be painted fenders. Be a little better in certain spots, but what little bit I drove it, like out of the dealer to the trailer, the thing shifts buttery smooth. My wife drove it around the subdivision. She said she liked it better than the brute force. I bought these rack extenders here. They were brand new in a box and they're already look like shit. I did order a synthetic rope to go on the winch, but other than just a little nitpicking about that thing there, they did knock off $100 on it because it has a scratch on the fender, which I didn't care about that. But man, this machine sounds good. I can't wait to get it on the trails, give y'all an honest review on it, and tell you if you need to keep your brute forces or whatever you're riding, stay away from this, or if you need to buy one. So far I really like it. Got my bear dog there because his box wouldn't fit there. I'm gonna have to figure something out for that. Anyways, look forward to seeing y'all on the trail. Guys, I'm gonna tell you the first thing I noticed on this, there's no rattling. The suspension on it is just butter. I mean, wow. I think this is gonna be faster than my brute force. Feels nice. If I didn't have Duke back there, I would try to go a little bit faster. I'll let him rest here in a little bit. The steering on this is sensitive, like it's awesome. What a great riding machine as far as comfortable. Just awesome. The steering on this thing is just, I thought the steering on the brute force was a little tight, but it fit that machine real well. This one is just totally different. How much easier the steering is on this than the brute force. Got used to all the noises, the different noises this machine makes versus my brute force I had, so I'm kind of paranoid about every time I hear something that I'm not used to. It doesn't rattle or chatter, but like going down a hill, it just made a little noise that like surprised me a little second. Like, what was that, you know? Something I wasn't used to. Like that noise right there, that engine brake's what that was. With the engine brake. I haven't had to stand up one time since I've been on, which I haven't been going fast, but a lot of times on my brute force I gotta stand up when I ride because it just doesn't absorb. Like right here I would bottom out on my brute force. It just doesn't suspension on this is just worlds better than that brute force. What do you think, Dookie? You like it? Duke likes it. What do you think, Dookie? You like it? Take a little bit getting used to this. The throttle, the brute force's throttle was sensitive, but this one is sensitive on a different level. Hard to explain. And the engine braking on this will take a little bit getting used to. It is a little violent. I'll say that. The engine braking on this is a little violent. But the steering and the suspension and the throttle response is just awesome, dude. Gotta check that on my dog back there. Other than that check engine light for the O2 sensor and the heat on the side of this is an awesome machine. I can't wait to get it broke in a little bit so I can go. I haven't really gotten above 20 miles an hour since we've been riding. Get it broke in, I'll start punching it a little bit. On how the transmission is on this. The gears change like just silk. Change like silk. It's like butter. Even shifting it, like other people complained about transmission, like the gears being clanky. Mine's good and tight and just buttery smooth. My dealer said that they were going to make that O2 sensor thing right. We'll see if by making it right, if they can't cut me a deal on the first maintenance interval on it. Like they say, the first 20 hours the valve's got to be adjusted. See if they can't cut me a deal on that or something. It is an inconvenience and disappointing to buy a brand new machine like this and check engine light come on it. So the turning radius on this guy's does suck. You have to make a lot of 3-point turns. But right here, my brute force always wanted to flip, so let's see how this handles it. Oh no, it never even acted like it wanted to flip. Normally I'd have to jump on this side over here to keep it from flipping, so that's good. This little backrest on the back of this thing, it's like a lumbar kind of thing. It feels like to me, it's like it was meant for me or something. I don't know, it just feels great back there pushing up against my kidneys. Well guys, I wanted a more stable machine and I believe I got it right here. A lot of times on these trails I gotta use a lot of body language with my brute force. Like, you know, stand on one side of the foot wheels and stuff. This dude, I just Cadillac through, drinking my Michelob. Dude back there, he don't even want to run the trails. Every time I let him down, he's trying to climb back on top of the four-wheelers. So he likes it. Can't wait to get that back seat and take my wife over here. Very impressed with this four-wheeler. Got a couple of things I don't like thankful for one, I just bought it, no two sensors acting up, and then the heat on this right side, something awful. Super powerful. Steering on it turns awesome. I mean, just, I've been driving one-handed because my brute force had like a little pocket over here on the right. I'd put my beer in. This one ain't got that. I told my wife to order me a beer holder, cup holder, whatever. I got a hurt shoulder and I've been driving one-handed on here. Just barely even notice the pain in my shoulder. This is going to be fun to take the Hatfield McCoy, that's for sure. Right about there, she wanted to flip. Time to get off. Boy, we just about flipped her. I had to bail off. Got a little too cocky on this machine, guys. Tried to take an angle that I would normally never take. Just too steep of an angle. It's too heavy of a machine to try to do that angle, and it about cost me. About flipped this thing, and if you flipped it, some bitch weighs over 1,000 pounds. How would you flip it over? You know? I gotta start being a lot more cautious when I'm over here by myself. Get a little too cocky on these things, a little too comfortable. Damn, my damn dog just had to go through a mud puddle. Golly, dude, this thing just eats these damn bumps like nothing. It's crazy. Come here, Dad. As I can't say it enough on like these boxes here, I figured they would be like cheap plastic, like what you normally get on a four-wheeler, you know, for something that, you know, something that you buy on Amazon or something, one of them cheap old flimsy things. This is about as thick as a Gatorade bottle. These jokers are made well, and they're heavy, dude. They feel well made, real well made. And gasket material, got this real nice skid plate right here. It's like 3/8 inch thick. It's just nice. I'm very happy with it, man. Just, this machine will be reliable. I hope it will be. I've talked to people on the trails that's had them for several years, and they said they ain't had no problems. If this one will treat me like that, I'll be happy with it, because the fit and finish of it is top notch. I mean, it's a lot more appealing than some of the other machines I looked at, and it feels a lot better too. Like, just, I don't know, it just feels heavy, like not cheap, flimsy. It feels nice. My favorite trail, guys. The moto's handling it real well right now, just absorbing all these big ass rocks. Now, I flipped my brake forks here twice. These rocks don't look like nothing, but oh yeah. Damn, that was nice. Took a little hit on about the midsection of the skid plate, but that's what they're for. You can see that. The rock there covered up in grass. Now this is kind of like where the brute force kind of shines. This trail here, it's not a wide trail, so like it wanted to flip there, but I used momentum on it. Wow, just plowing right through this shit. Brute force will be bottoming out like crazy here, dude. Taking some real hard hits. Gotta wait on my dog, guys. He's old and... Dude! No problem. Here might be tricky because this thing doesn't want to turn. See, I'm three-wheeling right now. This son of a bitch is a lot taller. I ain't gonna go underneath there, guys. My brute force would go. Wow, that's unfortunate. That's not good. My bash plate took a good lick. I mean, hell, that's what they're for. Can't keep them pretty forever, you know what? Son, I almost think that I got brute force handled that trail a little easier. This thing is scary when it wants to flip over because you can't do nothing with it. She's a big girl. Alright, guys. I went 17 miles. Son of a gun shifts buttery smooth. I mean, look at that. It's just, even the brute force sometimes I'd have to jiggle it like that. This son of a gun just shifts buttery smooth. The P0130 went away. My only real complaint is, goodness gracious, the heat that comes off on this side. I'm gonna have to do a little research, figure out what I can do with that, and I got to figure out a way to get my buddy here up front with me so I can watch him. The engine brake on this is real violent. I lost him a minute ago. Anyways, guys, I'm real impressed with this machine. That skid plate, the front bash plate, I put a good ding in it, but you know, I was doing some good rock crawling on it. See, it's kind of dinged up right there. But all in all, dude, I like this.